Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into the second match of this best of two tonight, AliGon versus RCTIC. We did see AliGon take the first map with a very convincing lead, and we will be going into their map pick now, Inferno. So obviously a bit of an upset in the first map, but maybe RCTIC will be able to come back into this one. But who knows, really. It's a good map for AliGon. We see them play it consistently, so it's going to be a definite struggle for RCTIC. They're going to have to pull something out pretty unique if they want to take this one. But regardless, we will see AliGon take that important 9th round, so they will get the favoured side here, and that's going to be a huge issue for RCTIC.
Yeah, I heavily savor AliGon here. I favor AliGon here, and my tongue I'm failing as well. I don't know what that was. I just couldn't English. AliGon will be pushing down banana. One of those moves that we've been questioning a lot actually pays off more than clean for AliGon. Cobra goes in for that first kill. Twisted falls down. 4-on-5 situation currently going on, and 7 goes in for a reply there. Across the map makes that another one. Solos goes down. I don't know why there's a push going on right there, but hey, it is what it is. Mektig with a USP going in for another one. Sagerton goes down, and look at this. This is such an intense round. Time after time after time, they get kills here and there. I don't know what is going on, AliGon. It's a 3-on-3 situation. They've got that bomb plant. Cobra, he's coming up the middle. They're trying to, surround them inside of this site, but still RCTIC has such good positions. I wouldn't doubt a second that they could get one more here. So Reg goes in for the kill on Mektig right there. Now, I don't know about you, but what do you think?
It's going to be difficult, at least.
Cobra.
AliGon trying to come back in. Kaboom. Oh, instant shutdown from 0 to 100, just taking out the server, and RCTIC going to take that first round.
Oh well, at least they do get that. Did they get the plant? They did, right. So, that being said, they had the cash injection, and they're going to have some spare cash after buying in this scenario, and in this specific round. AliGon, they do go in for a forcer, Jumpy only being the very only one in AliGon's team who doesn't buy. I guess he's saving up for an op or something along the lines of that, but 1.5k, I mean, worth it in the end, right? If you get that AWP and it pays off clean, then just do it. Cobra will be trying to go in for another frag as he's pushing. No, actually, just has to back off, just delaying them with that flashbang, and it works out perfectly fine because no one is really pushing. They're taking that small peek, but I mean, it looked like they were about just to push, but that flashbang just denied them to. So making them a little bit unsure of where a player might be hiding just across this corner. Jumpy, without anything on him, will be able to almost go in for a first kill. Cobra will be supporting him with 2 frags right there. Saw will be supporting Reg as they're pushing up to the side as well. A lot of supports right there, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is, right? Kaboom and Mektig left alone here. Scout in the hands of Mektig. Kaboom. He said 75, but they're just, yeah, they're playing this safe. RCTIC, no. Got that post plant. And all they really can focus on in this scenario, what they could do to deny AliGon even more would be if they started pushing a little bit. But then again, it's such a puggy play, and it isn't going to pay off clean against AliGon, because AliGon are pretty much just waiting across every corner trying to do the same thing here. So these exit frags are going to be very dual-elemental, if you can put it that way. Oh, Mektig and Kaboom, they actually get a couple of frags, make that another one, and Kaboom actually denies them, pick up that AK-47. How does that go together? I do not see how Saw in any way, I mean, sure, he was jumping, running out with his knife, but he had his time to pick up a weapon. Instead, he takes up his pistol. And then, as soon as he switches over to that AK-47, he gets dropped.
Great round there for RCTIC, and despite losing all their players, they got the round. That's what's important, and you can see they will be going for the buy now. Full AKs, not risking anything into this one, and AliGon, they're still going to be on the eco. Sorry though, shutting down my tick. And RCTIC right now, they're obviously scared of AliGon going for this force, because there is, of course, upset potential if they did go for this force buy. Because RCTIC, they lost all the players, they will have no money. So AliGon knows that they have a low economy, they can take advantage of that, a possible low buy coming out from RCTIC. AliGon, they saved these rifles, they will be able to do something with them. Despite that, AliGon do go for the safe eco, and so RCTIC have nothing really to be worried about. But still, regardless, there could have been potential for a serious upset there, and Sagerton's upsetting Jumpy with that pre-fire. Kaboom and Cobra going to be coming back into the site here, but not for long, as you can see. RCTIC have already got the bomb down, and I think they should be easy to shut down these last 2 players. Kaboom. I hope Kaboom saves this AK with the armor.
Yeah.
There's no reason to throw away, $3,500 worth of stuff with a Molotov as well counted. So a save will be good for him, but he's actually going to molly deep just to support his teammate. Oh, that's really great mollies into pool as well. That's going to do some damage, but Zori actually gets out in the corner, is going to survive that one. Source shuts down Cobra, and Kaboom just going for the righteous save here on the AliGon side. RCTIC, they're going to take a 3-0 here.
And I think he failed on that Molotov, actually, because the player who was in there, I'm not sure who it was. Who was it? Let's see here, on the T side. I think it was Twisted inside a pool. And the only thing he really did was just staying around that corner, knowing that, okay, I'm pretty much locked in here. I'll just stay here and wait for someone to come up, and he did. And they had a good crossfire on him instead. So, in that scenario, I think it was a missed call by AliGon, saying, okay, pool is going to be clean because that's been burning, right? But instead, there was a player there to not only gather information as he was jumping up on grill, but crossfire if it was needed. Well, RCTIC, what they're doing here is another classy move. One of the ones I used to do on the dance floor when I was younger. I'm young, but never mind. They're going with they only focus here on the smokes, which I highly approve of, because what this means is if they ever use a lot of these very early game smokes to block off any sort of push from AliGon, in which, you know, AliGon, you never know with them, they can definitely shock you on that CT side. Wouldn't doubt a second that they could, you know, eventually go for a push. But the boost is there, and it's going to be a pre-peekable position. Eventually, 7 gets a lot of damage dealt there on MechTig, and look at how this smoke only gives advantage to RCTIC here. And it's not even their smoke. Or was it? Maybe it was. However, it only works in favor of them, because MechTig is down to 12 HP. He's a free frag for them. It's enough with a nade down pit, and you've got a frag. But no, he's going to get allowed to get one. Sagerton. Goes in for the reply though. Goes up towards the A side together with the rest of the gang. X7 supporting the rest of the team with a frag on Kaboom. 3 on 4. And at this stage, AliGon, they should really try and split up over towards short with Jumpy. Eventually, maybe just holding, okay, you know, getting Cobra over towards. Oh no, this boost. This is next level. Heyo. Or come on, spot out X7. Oh yeah, okay, he's gonna get the spot on. So they know that one is down there, and that pretty much gives them the decision to back off and go for the save, which I highly approve of as well, because looking at their money, this is definitely what they want to do. They're on the CT side, so it's got to be expensive, right? And they still earn money off of saving, so this is more than valuable for them. Shouldn't go in for any risky peeks here, Celos, really. Oh, or maybe you should! Maybe you should! Maybe you should! Heyo! 3 kills.
That works, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Heyo. RCTIC win that round, but they're still low, and I love this. I love that AliGon, they shut them down. Maybe not instantly, you know. Maybe they let them be alive for the entirety of the round, but then at the end, okay, let's just go for a couple of frags here. Celo's just finishing off 3 players like that, and RCTIC are down to such a low economical situation.
Oh, this auto, though.
Oh, this is smart.
This is going to be fun. Kaboom. They're going to walk straight into him here. Molotov goes out, but he's not going to be forced back too far. Just holding in waiting for the push. And then he's going to spot the rifle there. Picks up the first one. Twist is down, but the smoke goes down in front of him. He will be able to back off here, so no more coming up from him. The terrorist will back off down Banana Bomb and Toe as well, so they don't want to lose that too early. But that could have gone pretty massive for Kaboom there if they all walked into it.
It's just very slow play coming up by RCTIC. And what they're trying to do here is they've got one player up towards Banana, but that isn't going to make any sense now because AliGon, they're getting these kills on upper, or as they're pushing up on short. That will only force the rest of RCTIC to get up there, oh Jesus, and get up there and try and retaliate as soon as possible. They will. Surige with that kill. Cobra goes down. 2-on-3 situation. And if RCTIC, I already dropped my stuff, right? I already dropped my shit, crap. But I will drop it again if they win this round because it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. So Surige knows that someone is inside a graveyard stairs. Jumpy goes down. He is the one player that is inside a graveyard stairs. Celos with 2 flashbangs will have to utilize those in the best way, but isn't going to do so. No one is going to get wiped out by them, weirdly enough. Good nade coming up, though. 50 HP dealt over to Sagerton. And look at that! Wallbang! And this is something we saw yesterday, right? Celos right there, he could have as well just shot through that box as soon as they spotted him out, because I think Kaboom saw him, and that was the reason to why the T started moving over towards the box to take a safer position from long, go over to short and meet Jumpy instead, get that first kill and make it a one-on-one situation. That didn't happen because, well, he had the call. But it's still very risky from AliGon not to go with, quick plays. But still, they win the round, so 1-4. Try so hard, work their way out, and they work. Jumpy. Oof. Once again, always on the leg down middle on Inferno. I don't know why, but it works. Jumpy, that's okay. Cool.
Sakaton gotta be doing work as he works his way up towards A site here. Still one more. Oh my god, that shot onto Jumpy. Gotta retrieve an M4 for his efforts, and Cobra gotta be caught out over towards the wrap. And now AliGon, they're gonna be stuck on a deficit. Have to save these rifles. There's no way they can go for it. Plus, they don't even have the economy to support it as well. So, having to go for this save. And RCTIC are going to win a much deserved round there. Very good impressive play.
Oh, that was really cool. One thing here, in the next round, Kaboom has that auto sniper. I really hope he's able to save that. But only if he is, we can say this. That if they utilize that in the best possible way here in the next round that we're going to be seeing, AliGon, obviously they shouldn't be going for a force here, because they're going to be reset bonus-wise. But let those two weapons, Zelos could play with, 2 more players on that B side. While that auto, instead of just going B and just holding it down the way it already has, try and, fake a play here with only that one down on pit and have a support player with potentially a 5-7 down somewhere else on that A side to support you on close range situations where you can't get up. And that would definitely work. Very in-depth right there. I'm sorry, guys, but I mean, that would be the best alternative for them right now, and I think exactly that is what we're going to be seeing. 3 people towards the B side. Am I predicting this? How? Okay, Kaboom isn't going to play pit, but, he's going to play in A position, at least, but yeah, this is exactly that. Okay, he's turning over to the A side again, so I jinxed it.
But right now, just establishing a default, just waiting for some CT aggression, or trying to work out what the hell they want to do with this round. AWP towards middle as well.
Yeah, Kaboom.
Okay,
Kaboom
I
actually,
think 1D open apartments.
Kaboom shot a bullet down middle, so I think that's the reason to why they're getting very ready for middle here. The T side, waiting for them to do any next move. Spray out. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. I mean, 7 down to 11 HP. This 7-11, down to 11 HP.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That's a cool. I'm quick this time.
Yeah,
Finally,
yeah,
I'm getting there. The English works because we're speaking daily now. All right, 4-on-4 situation, and going over to the B side again. I would agree on this if AliGon was on a lower budget, but at this stage, it doesn't really make sense to push through that very squeaky area.
Ooh.
Cobra's allowed to get that first. Flashbang coming out just to delay them even more. Another Molotov coming up. Actually in center nade. Pardon me for that. Jumpy goes in for another one. Cobra and him are going to play that together. But Saw is just on fire individually. Make that another one. What? Cellos! Jumpy. They work it out. You know what? That Molotov just very well placed. Now going to win the round. 2-5. On their own map pick. By the way, RCTIC has played very, very well. In compare, maybe they'll win each other's map picks. I wouldn't doubt a second that is possible right here, because RCTIC are really showing up to the battles, at least on this map, for a lot of the time.
Jumpy though, going to be picking up that first one. 7 on the reply as they work their way out towards the B side. Molotov is going to allow time for the rotation to come in. And talking about rotation, look at this position from Kaboom. He's got an auto sniper at the bottom of Banana, but it's not going to be great because RCTIC, they're just running into the meat grinder that is Zelos. He picks up 1 though for his efforts and will go down shortly after, as Cobra still going to be coming into construction to pick up Saw. There's 2 players left on the RCTIC side. The bomb will go down, but they've got to watch out for Kaboom here. He's going to walk right into them. Zori will be fallen. And now 7 has to do some massive work here with this AWP at the back of the site. But he's just going to be fully naded. They must know his position at this point. He picks up the first one to MightyTIC, but realistically, is this possible? No, not with that smoke shot. Kaboom finishes him off, and the defuse will come in.
One thing that I in particular just note about Kaboom's play here with the with the auto is he utilizes it in like that JW kind of style. You know, he moves around a lot with it. You know, sure, plays a static position at the very beginning of a round just to get that information, because obviously he can't be at the breaking point of things, right? If he goes down banana, he's probably gonna get shut down because he has an auto. It's very heavy. But as soon as he spots a first player out, he decides to back off, but he moves around a lot, and he utilizes that in a very good way. You know, the fashion just coming up on banana right that. It's just very good mind play coming up by him, and he's quick on that. So, funny enough, people like to say that, okay, you should play a static play with an auto sniper, but I want to say that the play that we're seeing from Kaboom here with the auto, the way he's using it, is just really proving all those people who've ever said that wrong, because you can definitely utilize that in the same way as an off. Here we go, Zelo's going in for the 2 first kills. Sagatron is instantly going down here. So 2 lost rifles together with a bunch of nades, actually. Only losing RCTIC down to a very low amount of utility to work with here. Only 2 smokes left, and actually, as I just mentioned it, they will actually 7 picks it up, so doesn't really matter. But 2-on-4 situation should still be very impossible for them to take this one home. RCTIC are still on the grind though as they're getting up. Celos will be coming up from middle. They had the communication to win this round, and AliGon will be doing so as well. 4-5. And I'm not sure if Kaboom, is he still going? Yeah, he's gonna go B this time again, yeah. So this is the AWP instead on the A side in comparison to the low budget round that we saw from AliGon, right? And I do agree on this, playing 3 people down banana this very particular round, because now they see that there's 2 people down banana, they're gonna realize, okay, maybe they're actually stacking somewhere, maybe they've got 3 people on this B side. And I think that what?
Cool.
Hey.
That works.
Mektig, you're just so Mektig, right? If you're Swedish, you'd understand what I just said, but Hugo, can you tell them what I just said?
Oh, I said fantastic or something. Something brilliant.
Herregud. No, come on.
What's it mean? Tell me.
Powerful.
Powerful. I was close, dude.
You were. Fantastic is good.
Yeah.
Fantabulous.
But that's a fantabulous pick down middle, sorry, opening it up, taking down Cobra. Now you see some Molotovs down banana, triple stack there, and it's going to go punished. How the hell did that happen? Jumpy just gets burned alive by Sagaton. That's a double pick already, RCTIC.
Nah.
Still though, choosing to go towards his A site is going to be a good call. AliGon have 2 members over towards B right now, so they're on the complete rotate, and it's not going to be good for them. As RCTIC managed to get that bomb down here on the site, and Kaboom and Zelos are left to rotate in.
I mean, sure, they have the money to, you know, get a couple of frags here and there, but I'd hardly advise them to go back and go for this save, because even if you have that money, those very few dollars that you're able to save with just a couple of rifles here and there, not even a couple of rifles, I mean, this is an auto sniper, how much does that cost? You know, over 8.1k in itself with only 1 player remaining is really just speaking for itself for an AliGon site, and that's equipment value that I'm talking about there, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't understand me, I'm a rap god, by the way. Is very key to save here in future rounds that we're going to be seeing, and he will be able to do so. Jesus, I spoke quick there.
But off we go into the 12th round here. We're going to see AWP's up on either side. Kaboom still not to put down this auto sniper just yet. He actually hasn't been punished too much with it, which has been a silver lining for him. And we are going to see a bit of a B rush coming out straight away. Kaboom holding this off with the auto, and Zelos also in a good position to hold things down. Walking into the sights of Kaboom though. He's going to go for the spray. Maybe not going to pick many up, but Zelos is right there to get the fact. He picks up 3. There's still 2 more pushing. He takes the 4th, and Zori does trade him out. But that's a 1-for-4 trade, and that's going heavily in the favour of AliGon.
Oh, what a positioning. Do you see that every day? Celos just very smart. I don't know, I mean, just overall, both of them play that very smart. Kaboom in the position on the left side, you wouldn't ever expect, right side from the tease angle, obviously. You wouldn't ever expect anyone to play close there with an M4A1S after just seeing that auto, right? He'd play on the left side for the crossfire. That would only make sense. But no, this time around, that isn't the case. This time you've got one so very close to you, and he just denies 4 people. How do you allow that to happen? Just a straight on push? It doesn't work that way, especially not now. I'm not sure. Like Arctic, they're playing a good play. They're getting into sides. Sure, they're having the very key post-plan positions. They get the nades and the utilities and everything. They play that right. But at the end of it all, individually, I want to say, during this entire best of 2, they've never had that very key play in which you've got replies here and there. But just as I mentioned it, Streets is going to be one of the areas where they stack up a few more members, but they still don't get a couple of replies. Now, finally, they actually get 2 in this round. But still, actually 1. I thought they got Mektig already, but no. Zelos get Twister right there. They know that the last guy is inside of apartments, just waiting for him to go in for a peek. Going down into CT Boulder, and actually this is one of the areas that is only so clean that he can get out on short if he wants to, but a smoke is going to come down, only giving him the info that one is up. Oh, it was so close. Kaboom was inside a bedroom though, fortunately dropping him down, and that is going to be enough for them to get 7-6 here. But still a very tight half for being AliGon's pick, by the way, on the CT side, being heavily favored, especially on Inferno, where if you play this right, you will most likely get at least 9-6 here if you play this very good against a team like Arctic, especially being AliGon right now. You know, just for the comparison, if you play that very well, you'll get 9-6. But Arctic in this round could potentially block them from getting that score. Is my microphone good, by the way?
Yeah, dude, your mic's good.
Okay, cool. Because it's warning me.
But either way, RCTIC are a man up, and this A site's going to be their mode of fire at the moment. Not sure if that makes sense. Well, I know it doesn't, but either way, I couldn't think of a word. As RCTIC, they rush straight out onto the site. Mytic holds things off, but 7 back on the refrag. Kaboom still alive in the site, and this auto timer could be deadly at close ranges. And RCTIC is still yet to actually push into his jaws, and I think they may start doing so out of the pit into the graveyard. Kaboom will finish them off, and Cobra's also going to grab 1. Kaboom takes 2. That'll be AliGon securing yet another round on the CT side. We're going to see 3 in a row now.
A good one for them, but they have the loss bonus here, Arctic. So with that being said, look at it with a Ryan. Actually, I love this because dude, these Tech 9s can be so well utilized if you just play them right. You know, rushing with the pistols, it's as easy as that. You know, you'll get kills, but that they focus a lot on the utility rather than anything else. It's just so key to winning so many rounds for Arctic that it's just worth it. But here, Jumpy will be denying them a little bit more as he's pushing down the middle. Sagerton is going to catch him off guard though, getting that kill. Jumpy falls down, flipping over to see if there's anyone on short coming from middle, but no, it doesn't look like it. Sagerton is going to be playing this safe as he's pushing up together with 7-7. We'll be spotting another man out and gets that headshot. Look at what I'm saying, Tech 9s. Let's not underestimate the power of these weapons. This pistols, actually, not heavy rifles or anything. These are actually only pistols if you don't play Counter-Strike. Sagerton with the kill on Kaboom right there, and it's a 2-on-4 situation. 2-on-1. No, 4-on-1. What am I saying? 2. Delo's left alone, and you know, there's no need to go in for a save, right? It's the last round of this entire half. Just going in for a first here behind Hay. Coming up towards Archway, waiting for Sagerton to go in for the peek. You know that he's on middle, but they yet have to spot him out. Sagerton is going to go in for the kill eventually. The headshot is there, an 8-7. Arctic actually do block him out from getting the 9-6 score that I earlier mentioned, which in a very in a very good fashion favors Arctic, because what we've seen from Arctic, Hugo, in the earlier games that we casted on Inferno, especially during Nordic Masters, is that they tend to never make a single mistake on the CT side. I don't know if you agree with me there.
They are pretty impressive, to say the least. You know, their setups are pretty on point.
So yeah, we'll see about this. I'm not gonna say too much because obviously it's a pistol round, but the only one player pushing down towards B, and it would be interesting to see a mid push here by them, but it looks like it is going to be so. One coming up at least, and they get that first entry onto the B side. We'll be playing off of a retake. Weirdly enough, Celos will be backstabbing them as well, coming up from streets. So in this scenario, it is not a round for Arctic. They decided to push, and this is, we were talking about mistakes, right? Arctic are making the biggest mistake of their lives if they don't get into this site quicker. Mektig is going to be allowed to get that plant. Post-plant positions are already out by 2 of the members here. Mektig will be getting into his just in a second. There we go. And yeah, okay. Hey, Celos and the gang, they know how to play this, right? Woo! What a one-tap.
Great show.
Goes down. Cobra goes in for another one, and that is just another round for AliGon on that T side. Works it out perfectly, and funny enough, I gotta say, no one can really disagree here with me. No one can ever take that away from Zillows. The position that he played, coming up on streets, the availability to just come up and backstab them as they push up on banana, even push down middle, is so key to winning this round that I don't even know what. It's so much info gathered, really, for the team.
Yeah. Great spray control on mid. Kaboom's going to drop Sagaton with a good headshot there. Follows up with a tap. Why the hell not? That's 2 kills. And a nice double setter from Arctic over in Apartments is going to go punished, obviously, because they've lost all mid control. So they have to back these 2 players off. And it's not going to be allowed as a Molotov forces them out of the boiler area. And this is going to be the death of them as Cobra drops 7 over on the A site. Twister, nice aggression down towards bottom banana, will grab 1, but Saw is also going to do some damage on him running out of boiler. That's already 2 kills for Arctic. So they could easily come back into this round. Well, I say easily, but I feel like there's potential, but it may not be able to shine as Twister's the last one alive, but not for long. Kaboom finishes him off, and AliGon 10-7.
And the only real reason that I think was that Kaboom on streets.
Yeah.
Finishing off the last kill, yeah. The only reason I think Kaboom was on streets in that particular point in time is that they called that when it was inside of apartments, Kaboom was trying to hold off so he couldn't back off into streets. Then they killed him, making sure that, okay, call that instantly, and he instantly just checks middle, and there is a guy there, goes in for the kill. So communication is really quick here on AliGon's side, something we can tell just by the plays that they're doing here. Jumpy and Kaboom going in for the first few kills, so it's a 5-on-3 situation with only pistols here for Arctic. It should be impossible, but I want to say that they could at least pick up 1 frag here. Okay, actually, why not, Caster's Curse? You're there with us today, right? Why not?
There.
Why the heck not? Yeah, Jesus. Every single time. 11-7, 7-11, whatever you want to say. It's there. AliGon. AliGon with AK-47s dropping that Mac 10 now, knowing that, and just significantly showing us that, okay, well, we've got control over Arctic's economical situation as well. It shouldn't be too hard at the beginning of a half, right? But they got a good idea. Nectic here going in for 1. Powerful spray coming up, just like his name, making that a 2nd frag. Sagerton goes down, and it's a 3-on-4 situation. Twister here with a FAMAS on upper banana.
Two players remaining though for this, well, retake, but what the hell? AliGon are actually back on off towards A. This is going to be pretty perfect. Arctic, they've been read like a book, and AliGon, they're going to perform massively here. We've still obviously got Jumpy over towards B to cause a bit of a distraction, just throwing down mollies, but I think Arctic is soon going to realise this. Yeah, it seems like they're going to rotate a player, or get ready to rotate 7 over, or he just seems to be holding CT for a wrap round, and Zori, he's soon going to realise this is the bomb, going to make it away to site. I just think this is too late. AliGon, they need to be faster on this. You need to hurry up and clear the site, because they're just allowing more time for Arctic to rotate into it, and finally the bomb will be making its way. Kaboom should be able to get this down with ease here in Arctic. They're going to realise this, and that's going to be the save with the round over for the CTs.
This is like 11-7. They're not out of this game. Let's just say that these are not any consolidation round, the rounds that we've been talking about earlier, or anything along the lines of this. This is just Arctic. They know that, okay, we got to go in for the save. We have a potential of getting back into this game if we do go in for this save, but only if. And that is really the key point in saving this. Obviously, they do have the loss bonus either way, so it only makes sense for them to do this, to go with this decision. And hopefully they'll be able to save this, because I would like to see a round in which this one obviously would be a little bit more tight. They do go with Region 7 still one of the things that they've got, but also a small quasi, I believe, from... I would like to see a small quasi from the rest of the team, or, a pistol dropped by one of the players who already had a rifle, and then, invested in half armor, at least. And I think that's exactly what we saw on Saw right there. Instead, actually, I think he bought up from all his money that he already had, so pardon me if I'm wrong, but I think that was so. We'll be getting info on someone up inside of... I think that's T-Balk. What do you call that? T-Balk, right?
Yeah, T-Balk.
Mekta goes in for the first. A bridge. Ooh. That's a clever call, is it? Is it a bridge?
Yeah.
Though?
Kind of.
Oh, he's not. Okay, no, he's actually T-Balk now. Now he's actually T-Balk. I didn't see in the beginning, but now, okay, he's jumping down. And Saw is... Ooh, I thought he was going to get that kill, but Celos goes in for it in the end. Saw goes down, makes it a 5-on-3 situation. So I'd say, go in for a, economical damage here. And then eventually, if you can, back off, save that rifle for the upcoming rounds, because you're going to need it. If you're gonna go on a spree here for rounds, which, if you want to win, you will need to go on. Unless you bank up an incredible amount of money in I don't know what way, then that is what you're going to need to do. So yeah, he's actually going to be playing this safe. Mekta goes in for a first kill there on Sagerton. He gets that info though, so still very eager to, block him off and getting into the site. And he actually manages to make that first kill happen, counting on the fact that there will be people on this A site. He also expects more people to come from long. And Cobra is here. Goes in for that kill, but misses out on a couple of shots. Cobra is going to be able to finish him off in the end, 13-7. Not allowed to save that rifle, in which I personally thought that was very important, but seeing their economical situation, they're going to be allowed to buy a lot of things here either way. Sagerton a bit AFK there, late on the buy, but comes back into it. Still, if he had that rifle, they'd be able to bank up a little bit, and that's the key point in it all. If you don't have that bank, if you don't have a one player that potentially could do something, draw pistols or what so not, it can get really rough for you at times where AliGon are really forcing your economical situation down.
Yeah, but look at this, just straight through the smoke. We're going to see the charge go out on towards the A side. AliGon making quick and swift work of the Arctic players. Absolutely no resistance at all coming up from these CTs, only 1 or 2 kills to hold them down. And Saw and Twister, last 2 alive here for the CT side. Jumpy close in the smoke, he's got to watch out. I think Arctic, they have to go for this one. They can't keep saving and giving up these T side rounds. So these CT side rounds, so this is going to be the full-on retake. Molotov goes in, that's going to force Kaboom out of position. Very good one, but he's still only on the edge. Oh, he gets burned alive, that's so unlucky. Saw finishes him off, but Twister, he still has to save.
Did you see that? Did you see the kill feed?
Yeah.
They killed each other with Molotovs after dying, or during their death. Hey,
that's
Lamau.
always good.
That's cool, that's cool. Alright, Jumpy, jumping up on the head here. Both of them are 100 HP with armor, so they're going to be allowed to survive. I think even if you don't... Okay, no, I'm just kidding. If you don't have armor, you die there. 14-7. And I'm not sure, yeah. Yeah, okay. Those buy up, yeah. He even buys that Tech 9. Or did he buy that? He had that already,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, Deagle, Jumpy, and the gang. Yeah, okay. So, Arctic... So Reed is going to go with a spray shotgun, the one I call the vacuum cleaner because it looks like one when you look down to the ground with it. But Sagerton goes in for a first kill. Aggression going down middle, actually a little bit more successful than last time during the pistol round in which they actually lost. 14-7 so far, and we'll see about this. I mean, AliGon has won every single round on the second half. Could this be the first that they win when they've invested small amounts of money on a low budget round? And, small amounts of money for, in comparison to AliGon, a lot of money in comparison to nothing else. For Arctic, this is a lot of money because it's everything they've got. X7 goes in for 1, Zealous falls down, 2-on-3 situation. And Arctic, they've still got Surge on a close range angle here on middle, and it only comes down to Kaboom really timing that well, getting the kill. And actually, Surge backs off, and he has that information. Jumpy is going to get that because, obviously they're communicating, they've got TeamSpeak, right? So, Kaboom, only thing he actually does here, he checks up towards Archway, sees if there's anyone there, makes sure that he's allowed to pass over towards short, and they play this together to clean this up. 7 goes down in pit, and if I was Yanko right now, I'd save this particular round just to go through it.
Oh, great shot though by Kaboom to shut down Twister, and sorry, really, he has to go for this though. 14-7, no way he can save this, and Jumpy's going to finish him off there, so AliGon match point for them, and they're looking like a 2-0 is likely at this point.
Yeah. Oof. I want to go through the demo on this one, or actually play Inferno myself after this and try a position out that I saw here from AliGon.
Which one?
I think, I'm not sure who was coming up middle. What was the Sellers maybe? Who stood at sofa, just at the corner, waiting for so long. And not for so long, but for a minute or two, to hear steps coming up towards Archway, and you could hear them very clearly. So I think that can be the new Get Right spot, but from the T side of the map. Get Right being at least 2013 Speedway, where he heard a lot of people up on Banana through the Speedway. But very interesting spot. Very interesting spot, actually. I need to test that, because I think that will be utilized in a lot of professional games if more professionals come up with that. Twista will be going down to the Sagerton. Mektig is Mektig as I don't know what. Kaboom will be supporting him, and 7 goes down. If you don't know what Mektig is, it means powerful. Powerful as, 4-on-1 situation, so reach, there's no way in the hell. Yeah, Stellas goes in for the instant peek from behind, gets that kill, 16-7, and 2-0 is the final score. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to tune in to the next match, which will be, is it Epiphany Bolt versus, if I am not mistaken,
RCTIC.
RCTIC again. So, readying up quickly here, we'll probably be back